Welcome to the Smack Talk. I'm hyped. I'm pumped. I just finished wrestling with Mother Nature. Something more powerful than these two men combined. 3 hours and 16 minutes. That's right. Phil 316 says, I just shoveled snow for 3 hours and 16 minutes. Wow. I sort of kind of have an idea how Shawn Michaels and Bret the Hitman Hart felt in that 60-minute match. Kinda, not really. I'm off topic. I got off the rails, but that's what I do on this channel. It's just a part of my personality. It's how I am. ADHD, OCD, bunch of other stuff. My brain fires a million miles an hour. This was money. This promo was amazing, was it not? Because I'm assuming if you're watching me, you have seen the show. There's no way you want to come to me to get the results without having actually seen what's going on, because I can't show you what's going on or I would get taken out. But because Cody was gone for a long time, so my thoughts on this is really simple. He was gone for a long time, came back at the Rumble, and I feel like it was a little bit like, oof, we got to build a storyline here behind Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes when we have Sami Zayn that's been a part of the story a lot longer than Cody Rhodes has been building up this story. But this one I felt really, let's get the bar off his nose. I felt like this one really, really did it. Roman Reigns never ceases to amaze me. I think I mentioned that in my other video. His mic skills are just wow. He's come a long way from back in the days when John Cena used to roast him. He did that impression of Dusty Rhodes, and he was trained by Dusty as well there. Roman Reigns, so there's that whole like family dynamic. And so we're really starting to make it personal. Like I'm finding the story is really meshing in nicely, where at first it was just, well, here's the Royal Rumble winner, here's the champion, you know, make up some crap, right, to get them to hate each other. But it was really nice, and I loved that whole showmanship thing, how Roman Reigns told the wise man, told Solo Sikoa, I almost forgot his name, and then I saw it right above my head, you know, the featured superstars there, in case you forget their names, because I'm in the heat of the moment here. I'm not running off a script. If it was scripted, it'd be a lot better. And I just loved it. So he left, Jimmy left, it was just these two, and how he just throws the belt down, and he's like, so, what you want to talk about? Because that's what Cody Rhodes did before, so it was just very nice. So, Rhea Ripley is on fire. Royal Rumble winner for the women's division. Don't have much to say about the match. I mean, it was good. I mean, like I said before, I think I said this before, I only have a few videos on my channel. I only started really analyzing every single match. I used to kind of sometimes skip through some matches, fast forward through some matches, just kind of watch the promos, sort of just kind of keep up with, you know, where's the story at, without really actually sometimes watching the matches themselves, because I didn't always have time. But now that I'm scaling back on my main YouTube channel, you know, playing guitar, working out, snowing in the upwards, I'm not making this up, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a week is absolutely ridiculous. I just didn't have time for myself. I didn't have time to enjoy the finer things in life. I didn't have time to watch wrestling. I mean, one of the last times, no offense, I would watch the women's division was when they were doing pillow fights and all that kind of ridiculous bull crap. Obviously, I would watch like the main ones, like your Ronda Rouseys, your Charlotte Flairs, and all that, Natalya, and you know. And I really have been very impressed, because before, you know, not a lot of them were talented. I mean, you had your Litas and your Trish Stratuses, and your Litas and your Trish Stratuses, and then the other ones were kind of just there for eye candy. This is definitely not what this is now. There's a lot of amazing talent, and I'm just blown away. I really think, absolutely, Rhea Ripley is going to be a future world champion at some point. I have no doubt in my mind. Dominic Mysterio defeats Santos Escobar. Now, this one was interesting because at first, I just, I was like, you're a little punk pipsqueak. The whole Judgment Day thing with Edge and how that all, okay? And then Rey Mysterio just kind of taking it. And I get it. Anytime I critique, remember, it's the character, not the actual person. Wasn't overly invested in it. I still kind of am not. But I am curious to see where it's going to go. I think Dominic has some potential. I'll be honest. This wasn't just with them. I used to skip his matches too. But I was like, you know what? Let me just watch the full match. Let me watch it. Let me actually listen to the promo he had, like I said, last week, was it? With Charlotte Flair. And he's coming into his own. There's no doubt that he's comfortable. He seems very safe in the ring. I don't really have a lot of negative things to say about him. I mean, obviously, the charisma, the mic skills. I mean, look at my mic skills, okay? I think he's flourishing into something that potentially can be great. I'm curious and excited for him as a human being, like him as the person. I'm very excited for his journey to see where it goes. He can do some impressive moves. I mean, so can Logan Paul, the YouTuber. Blows me away, but anyhow, in Bad Bunny, I almost called him Baby Bunny. He's not a baby. Anyways. So yeah, this was cool. I didn't like the whole, where he just takes it and he's ripping the mask, throws it on the ground, and he gets one sucker punch from his kid, and he just lays there on the ground. Meanwhile, this is the former world champion. So obviously I can nitpick at everything, but yeah, I'm curious to see where it goes, but hopefully it doesn't get dragged on too much. This one kind of bothered me. That's actually a really good shot. I should use that as my thumbnail. Not probably get a copyright strike. Sheamus came out upset, because Drew McIntyre wants to challenge for the Intercontinental Championship against Gunther at WrestleMania. He felt like he got backstabbed by his brother and all this, and then LA Knight came out, and the sunset real quick for LA Knight. See what I did there? And then Karrion Kross, blah, blah, blah. So now we're going to have a 5-way. You've already seen it. It's going to be a 5-way. That's kind of cool. I hope him and Drew patched things back up. I really like them as, are they babyface? They're not heels, but I just kind of like where they're at right now. LA Knight again. Great on the mic. This guy has a lot of potential. It'll be interesting to see what comes of it. Don't know much about Shayna or Deegan Knox, like I said, because I'm just kind of getting back into actually watching every match, watching them all. And then Ronda Rousey, Natalya in the corner. I knew she was still around. I was sort of kind of not really surprised to see, almost forgot her name, Ronda Rousey, bring her up because, well, she was there. And also because a lot of hate going her way. I remember when she came to WWE and she grabbed Triple H and suplexed him or whatever it was, tossed him on the table during the negotiation contract a couple of years back, and back and forth. And I think she had a baby. Didn't really keep up. It helps if I could speak with what was going on in her life personally, and then on screen with wrestling. And then she went away. She came back. All this stuff. I don't know what's going on right now with her. There was no talk about it during the match as to, is she going to be competing again? Is she just Shayna's manager or whatever? So it'll be interesting to see. I did enjoy her. I mean, she was in UFC, right? So it was Brock. Yes. Mind you, she started in MMA, whereas Brock started in wrestling. Anyways, that's not the point. She came from that world. I thought she adapted very well. I think she's very talented. And I don't personally get why she gets so much heat. I'm talking original Roman Reigns pushed down to her throat kind of heat. Is that why? I don't know. I can't tell you that I'm necessarily the smartest when it comes to trying to figure out all this stuff, right? I don't know. I really don't know what's going on with her. And then Bobby Lashley calls out Bray Wyatt, Uncle Howdy, sneak attack, and then boom, vanished. And then Solo Sikoa defeated Sami Zayn. I didn't like that. he gets a bunch of punches and spears and all this kind of stuff and in Montreal, and then Sikoa gives him a sloppy thumb, and then that's the end. He didn't even kick out once, and I was like, no. I mean, still have him maybe defeat him, fine. It wasn't even the fact that he lost that I'm bothered with it. Just a little thumb. Could take the spears and the punch of Superman multiple times, and spears and more punches from Superman. Superman punch, not just a punch, a Superman punch, but a thumb. Fuck around with the thumb. Lights out. And then Jimmy, attacked him. Then he got, the whole story. Defends himself. I was kind of hoping Kevin Owens was going to come out, or Jey Uso. There was none of that, and I have to learn patience because I feel like I'm wanting the story to rush, not because I'm done with it, because I'm just like, okay, what's going on next? Where is Jey finally going to be? Sometimes I get weird vibes like it's going to end up being Jimmy and Solo that are going to be the champions, and Jey is going to team up and make a faction. I don't know. I'm just talking out of my rear right here. I don't know where this is going, but I'm very, very excited to see where it goes. I just wish, you only have one show of each brand once a week. It's only 8 shows a month. Okay? So that's like, a week's worth of wrestling, 3 weeks off. What's going on? I just wish they would maybe at least tease a little bit more, like what's going on. I don't know. But I do like it when they come out because it's that whole, like, what's going to happen next, with Kevin Owens and all that. There's still some friction between him and Sammy, rightfully so. And then Jey, I just don't know what's going on with Jey. Maybe that's what they want. They want you to keep being in that limbo state of just not knowing and enjoying it. Bad News Barrett. I mean, he's probably not referred to as Bad News Barrett. I think I mentioned this the last time. Maybe I didn't. He's now on commentary. It's only been like a couple of months, couple of weeks. And I'm enjoying him. I'm happy. I get very conservative when it comes to the announcement team. Like, I really like Corey Graves and Michael Coles and all that. When they keep adding new people, removing some people. I don't really like when they do that, but I don't control the show. I am enjoying him. I find he's very good. So there's that. WrestleMania is just around the corner. Like, just wow. I'm wondering if the story is truly going to end. With Cody Rhodes, like, where's that going to go? Jey, are some people going to be going heel? Because oh yeah, that's right. Now that I see in the recap here, he said in the end, remember that? I'm getting fed up with you, Jimmy. Right now, I'm blaming the Jey thing on Sammy. Take care of Sammy tonight, and if you don't, and Jey is not back next week, he's got 1 week, I'm going to blame it on Jimmy, is what he told Heyman. So that whole thing, I'm on the edge of my seat. I just can't wait to see where it's going to go. Let me know down below what you think of the show, the storylines, any of them. What did you like, didn't like? What are you hoping happens? I'm not even too sure I know what I'm hoping happens between, like, the Bloodline storyline. I don't know if I even know where I want it to go. I mean, right now, well, as of yesterday, rather, Roman Reigns was on 915 days. They're going to make it to 1,000. I have no idea. It's just going to be, I don't know. I'm lost for words at this point. Anyways, there you have it. As always, if you liked the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm. And if you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. As always, I'll twist it. I'll bend it in half. And you'll also get a little bit of this.
To mid-lane. Gable where he wants him. Oh!
But if you want to subscribe to the channel, naturally that would be great. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, and maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.